It was January 31st, 2017, when I told Jen I got the courage to say to her that I thought I had something I wanted to share with her, but I was unsure if I should, and she said yes. At that point in time, my sentence was supposed to end in 2026, and she was willing to wait 9 years potentially. She said she wanted to help me get out of prison. Right now it is February 27th, 2024, which means I'm sitting here having this conversation and I am not in prison, and that is a direct result of the work that she and I did together. The Humanization Project was founded in 2019 in order to amplify and elevate justice-impacted voices in order to change the narrative and thereby create more humane, compassionate policy. I ask people, tell me your stories so that I can bring that to conversations directly, so that when people make votes, they are at least hearing what this is like on a human level before they do. The first legislative mission of the Humanization Project was to expand earned sentence credits in Virginia in order to allow people to earn more time off their sentences for demonstrating rehabilitation. Jen had moved from Hawaii. She literally left paradise to be beside me and help get me out. And my pardons, it got a little bit of traction, but we weren't getting answers and we weren't getting yeses. I wrote this bill and we took it to him, Don Scott. He asked her, could she rally some people around this? And she said, sure. And so he adopted it. And I realized that because they knew Joe and Dante and Justice, these friends that I'd made inside because I'd introduced them during visits, I'd spoken of them, they knew them as human beings. I realized that because they knew them the way I knew them, they now cared in a way that they'd never cared before. And I realized if everybody knows Joe, Deontay, Justice the way I do, then everybody will want justice reform like I do. It became a thing that we were known for. We started rallying people around the organization, the Humanization Project.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Humanization Project.
Based upon this idea that if we humanize this experience, if we use our voices and say this is what it's like, maybe we can change this law. Being able to hug my family again in person in freedom. My sister calls it being in the wild again. Being a dad to my son when the dog that he had even before I went to prison, more than a decade before, passed away. It was getting to be there and talk with him for that. Jen has not had to do a dish since I got out of prison, which was a promise I made to her. Also, our organization getting to be in the building as the legislators are having debates and talk with them and being able to provide these voices directly to them. All of these things are what second chances are to me. Virginia needs a second chance.